Welcome to Talking Shit, real topics, real conversations. I'm Stank G.
Anik.
Maurice.
Nick.
And today we're going to talk about
Police
brutality.
authority, abusing their authority.
the same thing.
That's all the above.
Police being assholes.
And the good ones too. There's
It's
some
a
good ones out
good
there.
topic.
There are more good cops than bad cops, and I just think with a lot of today's media, we get caught up thinking that all cops are bad, and with the small amount of cases, the very small amount of cases that's people getting hurt, that outweighs all the good cops that's doing a great job out
I think it's more bad cops than good, especially in the urban areas. They get paid to stereotype, and that's what they do. It's just some of them get a little more aggressive with their job. They're more like power freaks. You know, to some people it's a job and a way to make a living, but then you got those that go the extra mile with it.
You're saying the extra mile. He's doing his job. You know,
But you know, guys, I have a question for you. You know how it's those guys say they're resisting arrest? What if they just cooperate with the cops? Their lives keep just,
true.
keep going.
Cooperating is not always the answer.
Because I know when I'm stopped, I'm not gonna be like, oh, why am I being stopped for? If he asks me for my license, I'm gonna give it to him. If I don't have it,
Yeah,
I
but
won't
he
give
should
it.
have a reason. They should let you know what the problem is, what they fucking with you for, instead of just pulling up. They see me and Low Dog. They want to figure, oh, one of them got dope
But
or
if
guns.
I want to avoid trouble and all that other shit, I want
Well,
to.
why are they fucking with you?
Hey,
It doesn't
you're a
matter.
low dog. First of
You
all,
already know the system.
you
so-
should be driving the way you're supposed to be driving. And
It don't matter.
Your
It don't
lights.
matter.
If you're going to drive, make sure you have your license. Make sure your insurance. Don't be out here giving them a hard time. Their job is to
Give you a
serve
hard
and
time.
protect.
Their job is to
When they
give you a hard
stop me, I've been stopped by the police many times. I do what I'm asked. I don't argue. I can sometimes be scared because of media coverage, but I'm confident.
Media coverage, this shit you see
I'm confident,
firsthand.
but I'm confident as long as I stay in my lane, he's going to just do his job. I don't have drugs in the car. I'm doing the speed limit.
Police setting people up, putting dope on them. And
There are
guns.
bad
But
cops,
but-
sometimes you have to do the right thing. Just like avoid all the trouble, do what they
Rodney
say.
King did the right thing. They
He
clowned
was
him.
drunk driving. He just got his ass whooped. And
That's too much, man. That's too much.
See, and then there is a town not very far from here. I'm not even out the town's name.
Is it Martin?
But they
It's called
do
Martinsville?
no. But they do have a code for it's called BOB, black or BIB, black and then the name of the town.
I do
The
not
name of the
believe
town
it.
starts with
Say
a
that
B.
again?
And the reason I know this is because I was stationed with a cop that was from there, and he straight told me that.
What did
So, and when you went back to stereotyping, they really do stereotype.
That's what they
in
pay
that town,
attention to.
which it's a shame, but it really does happen.
I can't believe it.
Okay.
I'm African American. Cases like Eric Garner, I'm gonna tell you. All the man had to do is let the guy, he told him get down. He, instead of getting down, he fights and fights. And rest in peace. I mean, don't get me wrong, I empathize with his family. But when my father taught us, when it comes to the police, if he say freeze,
Just stop.
you stand there like a tree. You don't move.
I didn't grow up in Mishawaka, Indiana. I grew up in Chicago.
But
I grew up in
Common sense.
Chicago also.
It's common sense.
You do what you're told, you live to see the next
But then
day.
again,
That don't work
we have
like
to
that
talk
all the
about how they use excessive force.
Yeah, look at Trayvon Martin. Look at
There's way they could have.
That wasn't the cop, that was the security guard who was doing his job, checking the area,
That wasn't
and
his
then
job.
the
No, he
boy
didn't.
had a hood on in an area
No.
that the guy wasn't used to seeing him. He told him to stop. He was a neighborhood watch. He was doing his citizen.
by just gunning him down.
No,
He didn't have to kill him though.
he shouldn't have killed him.
There's
See,
always
And the big thing you have to remember too is like even in the media, and I hate to really say this, but the media is so plays stuff up to a certain advantage to sell media coverage.
Yeah, they
you know,
do.
the one thing that I've always kind of went by, especially like in the Trayvon Martin case, like one guy says one thing, the family says the other thing. nobody was there. We don't know exactly what happened. I mean, we have the only one that survived was the guy that, tackled him to the ground and then shot him, unfortunately. And it's unfortunate when stuff does have to come to that.
And they gave him leniency. They showed leniency for him.
And then
if I go right
then he went
now,
off and did it again.
if I go,
He's been getting in trouble since, but I think they've been messing with him. Sometimes when you like, for example, look at OJ. OJ beat the case, but we all know he done it.
But they held people
Now,
hostage just to-
instead of going under the radar, people start messing with him. He has to go to court again, and then he found where some of his memorabilia was. He just wanted it back.
OJ told on himself.
holds people hostage.
He told on himself. He confessed in prison to doing the murder. So
But let's talk about
that's what
how-
got his case reopened and got him fucked over. So, I mean, I wouldn't use OJ. Like I
think
said,
what goes around
I didn't grow up in
comes
Mishawaka, Indiana. So I have a different outlook. This guy here,
What's your outlook?
totally different. Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray. This shit happening every day.
Sandra Bland, another case. All she had to do when the cop said, "Give me your license,"
No, but she died at the.
I don't believe she should have died. And if you just shut up, let
Don't
them
say
do.
that. Don't say
Shut
that.
the hell up. If she just shut the hell up,
Now-
then the cop
Yeah.
they both leave. She's here doing her videos and
I think the solution to all of
Soliloquies.
this is training our officers to know when to use excessive force
Yeah.
and when not to.
They
That's
abuse
all
their
you have
authority.
to do.
Okay.
They abuse their
That's
sword.
all you have to
And I
do.
think,
but we're not the ones out there on the line. We're like they're as scared
But
as
then-
you. They're as scared as you.
But it depends on where you're at too. Like
Yeah.
where I grew up in Argus, Indiana, there's maybe a few thousand people. There's one officer. You know what I mean? So you're not going to see the stuff that you're going to see like happening down in the Trayvon Martin case or down in Missouri or anything like that. But when you start getting to bigger cities and stuff like that, I do believe the dynamics change quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it depends on okay, well, we see this person acting suspicious down here. We need to go stop him. Okay, well now he's black, so okay, now we need to pay more attention. And I think that's fucked up. I don't think they should. We should stereotype people when we're doing something. If they're doing something fucked up,
Racial.
they're doing something fucked up.
Racial profile.
It's like this.
Right.
I'm from Chicago as well. I know where the areas are bad because I grew up in those areas. I grew up where a lot of the guys I used to associate myself with when I was younger, they chose crime. I wanted to do better. I chose the Navy and I went to be a sailor. Once you start seeing that the police are not doing their job, you're inciting the community against the police and the people that we as taxpayers pay
To protect us.
to protect us. You have to trust their judgment. If he killed him, he was probably rightful to kill this guy.
Who?
Because
Who?
just different cases.
But if
Most cops are good. Well, I got family people in my family are cops. And if they have to take a life, because I know them, I know they were right.
Okay.
You must be Republican or some shit because you're not making no sense.
To you.
People lost lives and you like shut the fuck up. And there's families out there that's probably gonna want to beat your ass behind this video. Or you got to think like that. That could have been your mother or brother or sister or
And see, maybe it really comes down to kind of a combination of the two. Like Nikki was saying, maybe we need to train our officers better. Well, I think maybe it comes down to we need to train, our children and then the officers also better. Because it kind of works both ways.
It does.
If you're, going to, and I really kind of say this, but live up to a stereotype. You know what I mean? Of, actually suspicious, something like that, and then a cop pulls you over, especially living like a bad neighborhood. You know what I mean? Then it's kind of you're gonna expect something like if I'm gonna sit around and wear gang related rags or something and walk down the street. Obviously, cops are gonna pay more attention to me because all of a sudden now I have some kind of an affiliation that maybe I shouldn't have.
But that's a profiling thing.
Yeah,
Just
but-
because,
You know what, but you
just
set
because he
yourself up
got,
for that.
just
You set
because
yourself
it's not a
up.
setup. It's not a
Listen
setup.
to me.
My mama sleep with a rag on her head. Just so if she go out there
That's
with a blue
different.
or a red rag, in the police eyes, oh, she crip or blood.
But
'cause
she's not
black.
sagging her
Because
pants.
she's
No.
black. It don't matter about that. It don't matter if you had $1 million and lived in Beverly Hills. You still a nigga in the eyes of them. That's point blank. Period.
But I think
They
you're
gonna look
talking
at you
about
like that.
that 1% of cops who do stupid shit.
No, it's not 1% of cops. It's 90-something% of cops. They all fucking dumb fucking
Most of them are
assholes.
good. Most of them are good. That's why they passed those tests and became. You know, most cops could probably be federal agents or something because they're cops. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got family members of cops. I got military personnel in my family, and you know, maybe I sound pro cop because
He want to be a cop.
I just like cops. I think nothing wrong with doing your job if that's what you do and you do it right. Cause don't get me wrong, no one, just like Nate just said, if it's just you and that person out there, they're not doing what you say. You say don't move, they move, you shoot them. No one's gonna believe you, and you're an honest person. And then now, oh, he okay, then he just come out and start shooting. And then if I'm the one that didn't get hurt and one of my family members got hurt, use your brain, use precaution. And when you look at it from a cop's point of view, being where, in my way of thinking, it's wrong when you put the wrong people in neighborhoods. If I don't know nothing about Nate's area, it's wrong to put me in that neighborhood and police Nate's area because people gonna shun me because if in Nate's area they're not used to me, it's hard to accept me. And that's just like in the areas in the urban area. If you're white, black, Latino, but they put you in areas that you're a standout and you're trying to give authority, now it goes back in our way of thinking of racial profiling, slavery, all those things because we're used to this.
I think
being told what
just,
to do.
we need this to be trained a lot better.
Yeah, which goes.
That's all it
And
comes
that goes back really to the whole thing that we said
Yeah.
in the earlier segment. It's like, well, you know, everybody kind of changed their, the perception a little bit. You know, I mean, not, you know, I mean, there is just some really fucked up shit that happens. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's people that are fucking doing time that they have no reason doing time and shit like that. But one of the other big problems you see too is a lot of people tend to sugarcoat things too.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I will never, and this it does happen to be a, you know, actually black on black incident where a guy was robbing this lady's house, right? And he was walking out the back door and she was walking in, right? Because she got tipped off from her alarm system when somebody's in her house. So she's walking in and he's walking out the back door. She runs out the back door and shoots him, right? First off, he's leaving the property. He's posing no threat. Should she have shot him? Absolutely not. I believe, you know, she should go up on criminal charges for that. However, when
Not if it's her
when
shit.
the cousins and the sisters and everybody else get on, well, how else is he supposed to get his clothes for school? How else is he supposed to do this? Well, now you're sugarcoating what he did.
Yeah.
You're saying it's okay for him because he didn't have money for school, he didn't have money to buy this, he didn't have money to buy that.
So
But you're
take
taking the
somebody else.
responsibility out of it at that point. I mean, if somebody did something, you know, I mean, responsibility is something they need to take. But at the same time, I really do. I do believe there's people, you know, that are, you know,
That was a good
didn't
point.
commit crimes.
I believe that. So if you do crime, expect to be punished or expect
Man,
cops or
fuck up.
something.
No.
Just don't-
Expect the extreme.
Yeah.
If you black, goddammit, they gonna fuck you over.
It's not about that. Just like don't commit the crime. Just don't.
If you got pulled over and you had a roach of fucking weed,
That's my fault. Like why did I smoke in my car?
okay,
for?
but I've been with white friends who get pulled over and have the weight in the car and oh, hey, it's John's nephew.
Like,
You know, they let him
but
go.
It's responsibility that if I get caught with weed, hey, why did you have weed with you in my car?
Nah, don't. See, they fucked up.
That's my
What
fault.
was it that was on the Chappelle show? He's like running that black guy and he's like, I didn't know I couldn't do that. And I was like, oh, don't do it next time.
But you guys have thinking like that too, Terrell.
No.
Like you guys have thinking, oh, I'm
It's
black
true.
because of this. I'm black black, I'm gonna get this. No,
It's
think about
true.
I'm too real. I'm not gonna, don't say because
When they
of
stop
color.
fucking with people because they black, then I'll think that
Then
way.
you start,
but-
no, I know, but like, you gotta start thinking like that. Because when I go out in the world, I'm not saying, hey, I'm black, so I'm not gonna get this and that. I'm gonna work hard. I'm not gonna do.
But you
hard.
are limited because of your
But
color. In
it's
America,
all-
everything is
I am
limited
limited,
because
but
of
I'm
your
gonna
color.
work. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna work, and one day things will change.
Right,
I'm not
but-
gonna sit there and not do
Yeah,
nothing because of
eventually
my
when we get all of these old fucking white judges out of there
You can't say
and all
white-
these
you
all
can't
the
say that.
racist
You can't say that.
older cops, because not all white people of the younger generation have that mentality that these older ones. Now I do
Don't
know
do
some.
the crime.
I do know some that's being raised to be like that. Like if your dad's the Grand Wizard of the Clan, you don't fuck with blacks. Like that, it's a given. It's a
But
given.
I
You're
think-
not gonna be like, oh well, that's not right, Dad.
And
Like
that is the thing, is racism is taught. And then that's really
It's
what it
tough.
boils
You're
down
not
to.
born with that.
Yeah,
So
I
I,
mean-
think that you're talking about the little bit problems people who are causing
It's not a little bit.
problems.
It's
There
not a
are
little
good
bit.
people out there trying to help, but you gotta stop thinking because I'm black I can't do that.
It's-
That's a
Everything's
wrong
limited
way.
because of our color.
But you gotta stop thinking like that. That's like
I'm not
person.
thinking like that. That's like you believe in the Bible. Shit. What I'm telling you, you fat. Yeah,
But
a man.
I'm not gonna go out there and say, hey, I wanna get a job from Nate, but I'm gonna say, hey, just because I'm black, I won't get it. No.
Hey, do you know in certain places-
because I am unique. Like,
There's certain
that's-
places that will not hire you because you black,
But that's
and the
them.
world knows it, but it's nothing
But
been
that's
done about it.
them. Why should I? It doesn't affect.
You're
my
gonna have a
life.
mentality like, oh, I'm gonna be the first nigga they hire. Hell no, that's not finna happen. Like,
I'm not,
nothing's
I will
gonna
go there
change
to be the
because
first
you.
CEO, the first
Nothing's gonna
whatever.
change because you think I'm unique. Like that don't mean shit. Like it
It
really
has
don't.
worked for me in my life a lot because if I think
And-
like that,
and-
then the world would be so
Okay.
bad to live in. It
Well-
would be good. Like
If you have, it's good to
Just
be
just because-
optimistic. Like I said, you believe in the Bible. You that
I
basically
believe in love,
you're somebody who believe anything somebody tell you.
No, no,
Yeah, you
no.
misled because King
I'm not-
James was a dwarf and a faggot.
I
I'm keeping it real. People
No,
following this
no.
bullshit. If I wrote a book today and buried it and they found it millions, the book of stank. This motherfucker was God. That's what they gonna think.
So you-
But I won't. I'm not gonna give off no bogus image of myself. So when they find a book, they gonna go by that. You can't believe everything somebody's tell you. Now you not American. You took pride in saying I'm full-blooded African.
yeah.
If you grew up in Chicago, you wouldn't think the way you think.
But you know what? Okay. Say okay, you grew up in Chicago. All this stuff happened to you, but it's still an excuse for you not to be the person you are, to be the greatest person you can be.
I am. With
You are.
under their limitations, under
No,
America's
it's your
limitations.
limitation, because you can go farther if you wanted to.
Oh no, I understand what
So
you're
then
saying,
what's the
but
problem?
you are limited. Point
You
blank.
are, but you can also like move.
Okay.
Obama made it.
You
He
can only
did
get
it.
so far. You can only get so
No,
far.
you can go
I-
wherever you want to go.
I can say what both of
can
you
go
are saying.
wherever you want to go. But if
you,
you think race, then you're gonna stop
no,
yourself.
No, they gonna
you
stop.
have to,
No,
you,
you're gonna
you
stop
have
yourself.
to, you have to look at the writing on the wall. Race is, it can be divisive, it can be inclusive. If you let it,
Run your life.
run you.
No, I don't think about stuff like this. If,
No, but it's prevalent. It is important. But on the flip of it, you have to move forward, because if you stay in that pocket, it goes back to where I don't know if I said it last show, but I had a way of thinking after I got out the military until I went to a small town, and then I feel like we were the only blacks there, yet I was treated as a human being.
Yes.
It changed my way of thinking, because coming from Chicago and a lot of other urban areas, you're angry. You're angry how you're treated.
But you should work
and
so hard
taught.
to get out of that.
And that's,
Like,
and that's
No.
why I wish everybody would kind of adopt the military's outlook on it, which is when I was in the Army, you didn't see white, you didn't see black, you didn't see Hispanic, you saw green. That's all you saw. which is why, you know, I mean, I brought up that point about the Mercedes-Benz dealership. You know, if you go to a car dealership and you look at them all and you say, okay, this one's different because it's got this package, this one's got this package, this was this color, this was this color. But then you try to say they're all different cars. They could all be the exact same make, the exact same model, but you're basically just picking everything out on a difference. You know, what's the difference between a color of skin? What's the difference, like, if, let's say I needed a kidney. Shit, Maurice could be just as much of a match for me as, you know, somebody else. You know, Mexican guy, Chinese guy, whatever. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
We're all compatible, interchangeable parts. If I rip
You gotta stop living like.
But everybody don't
yourself.
think that way.
Not
And
everybody-
what you're
And you're right,
saying,
and that's a shame,
Yeah.
because those are
what you're
narrow-minded
saying is,
individuals.
oh, you have to think differently. No, you got to look at shit for what it is. You can't. You
If
can't.
you do that
You
too.
can be factual, but you
yeah,
gotta
if you do that, but also, hey, how can I? Yeah, you have to involve.
Have the best of both worlds.
Okay,
Yeah.
I give you an example. Like I hear what you're saying, but it makes no sense to think that's like believing in fucking Greek
So you think
mythology or
every
some
white
shit.
person is racist?
Like,
I think some people.
no. I believe, like I said, 50 and up. It's highly probable that they don't like niggas.
I
And
don't think so.
anything over like 70 white. Hell yeah, they own niggas. What the fuck? Niggas got jobs now. Niggas can vote. Niggas living in good neighborhoods. They ride nice. They don't like that shit. They don't like that. And some of them teach their kids. Like I met a dude and he was like, hey, my dad, we don't
I
deal
do
with blacks.
believe, I do
So
believe there's people like that. Of course.
yeah, but
I
don't
do.
tell me like change my frame of thought. I'm cool. I got white friends.
But you
But
say,
if ever
you say that's stopping you from doing things.
no.
You say.
And yeah, in the world we live in,
I don't let
if-
that stop for me. Like this.
in the world we live in, black people are limited what they're allowed to do
Yeah.
and what
But
they can't
that's
do.
only by narrow-minded, bigoted individuals who think that it needs to be that way. And I really honestly think that's coming to a close, because what's going to end up happening is all these people that are 50 and bigoted and, you know, in the court system and all that stuff, eventually somewhere, if they were to stay alive long enough, maybe another 100 years or so, they're going to find out that, oh, my great-great-great-grandkids are part black. We're all, like, whether people want to believe it or not, we're all going to be melded into the exact same race.
Who's defending the pig?
I just want to end that there are, in some people's opinions, there are good cops, there are bad cops. I'm not going to say that there aren't bad cops, because I did watch a video of a bad cop in New York. And I'm not saying I would know how many bad, but I believe the majority, just like how when we talk other stereotypes, majority are good. They just make the rest of the force look bad.
Yeah,
so for you bad cops, get the fuck off the force.